Mixing Station got some really big updates in version 3, and one of them in particular is really helpful. So I'm going to show you what they are. First of all, knobs and sliders and these layer buttons, they got all redesigned. So you can see right here, for example, in the compressor, the knobs look different. The pan slider looks different. The sends sliders look different. The dashboard for renaming channels is now really fast because you can link multiple channels together and change the color and icon and name all at the same time. So for example, if I want to change all the input channels, I could just press and hold on input and it links all of them. And I could type Dan, named all of them Dan, change the color to blue, change the icon to smiley face, and just like that, you rename a bunch of channels. I think that can be more helpful to clear the names of the channels. So I can press and hold on inputs, it links all of them, and I can go into one of them and just delete it and hit OK. And now all the inputs don't have a name. Same thing for the icons. I can select no icon and bring back the color to normal. And here you go. I have reset the scribble strip of all the channels very quickly. And naming channels and coloring them is really time consuming even on the X32 Edit app. So I'm really happy about this renaming feature. Third thing, which I think is the most helpful thing ever, is if you go to a bus on the assignment page now, you have a tap point for every channel on the assignment page of the bus. So previously you had to go to a channel, for example, and then go to the sends, and from here you decide if it's post EQ, pre-EQ, pre-fader, whatever. And if you want to change the tap point of the entire bus, you can go to the settings like this and set the tap point from here and apply. It will do a global tap for the entire bus. Now it's on the bus, which is more logical and it's very easy. It's very intuitive. So in the bus, you go to the assignment page, and you have a global tab configuration. So I can set this to group, for example, and apply to all. Or you can, under each channel, choose, I want this pre-EQ, I want this post fader, I want this input. And you can turn on and off channels from here, or you can hold and press and swipe like this to turn them on and off. Third thing concerns the mixing station scenes. So if I go here and I want to load a scene, I can hit load. And now I have a scope. So I can decide what I want to load for each channel. That's incredible. So I can do none to remove all of them. And let's say I just want to load the EQ for these channels. And I want to load the dynamics for these channels and the main fader. I'll apply, hit yes. And you can see right here, I have EQs, I have dynamics, and I have faders. Let's load some names. I'm gonna do it again. Load, change scope, none, and I'll load the name for these channels. I wish I could just tap and scroll. I can't do that. I have to click one by one. Maybe in the next version, I'll be able to scroll. I don't know, but I'll hit apply like this. And I have the names for these channels. So this is incredible. You can load only the things that you want from a certain scene, not everything. Which is, by the way, a lot more intuitive and a lot more user-friendly than the snippets. I always find these really confusing. Also, you can load an entire channel from previous scene to any other channel. So I could do mixing station scenes, load, click on remap channels. So by default, it will copy channel 1 from the previous scene to channel 1 on your current working scene. So first of all, I'll hit none. So if I load right now, nothing would load actually. That way I could choose, for example, channel 1 from that scene. I wanted to go to channel 14 on the mixer, and channel 2 from that scene. I wanted to go to channel 12 on the mixer, and I'll hit apply. Yes. So you can see channel 12 and 14 are loaded from that scene. I also find this extremely useful because sometimes I just want a few channels from another scene, and that makes it really easy and not confusing at all. Next thing is there's a new action, which is to load mixing station presets and scenes. So if I add a button right here, general button, I'll put it right here, make it a little bit bigger, go to the settings. There are new things right here. I'll talk about it in a moment. But if I just add an action, under action type, there's now a new thing where you can load a mixing station channel preset, an effects preset, a routing preset, and a mixing station scene. So I'm gonna choose mixing station scene. And here you can see the list of scenes that exist in your app. So I'm gonna choose this one and I'm gonna go back and let's try this button. I'll hit it and boom, it loaded the scene. That's incredible. And of course, if you don't want to accidentally click on that button, you can choose instead of the click, you can choose a long click behavior. So it would be like this. This button loads the initialize scene. This button loads the other scene. You can assign them to whatever scenes you want. Or if you want to assign them to a channel preset, I can go here again and choose MS channel preset, and I can see what I have here. Let's say I choose the Shure SM58, and then I would choose which channel I want to load it on. So I click here, add action, and it will do it on the selected channel. Or you can choose a specific channel if you want. So right now, let's say I select the base channel. I will click and hold, and now the base channel has the settings of a Shure SM58. Now the name remained because it's not in the scope of the preset that I had saved. Could put another button to reset the channel and choose the reset channel, same thing, selected channel. And if I try to do this, boom, it's reset the entire channel. Let me select another channel to try, acoustic guitar, for example. It's selected right now. I'll click on that preset and it reset the channel. If I click on the Shure SM58 preset, it will load these settings on it. That's incredible. So same thing for an effects preset. Let's say on the 8th slot, I want to put the main left-right limiter. So these are the saved presets on Mixing Station, and this is the effects rack number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've chosen the last one, and I've chosen this preset right here, which is main left-right limiter. Watch closely. I will not edit this part of the video. This is the graphic EQ right now. If I press and hold on this preset, it will be the limiter. So let's go to the presets. It's the limiter and it has my settings. Next thing is you'll notice in the buttons, if you go into the settings of the button, there's something new right here, which is use images. So the background of the button can be an image. If the button is off, you can have a certain image. If the button is on, you can have another image. You can see right here, boom, boom. Now I've chosen random images. You can put your own images, and here you have user. Now there's nothing in the user images because I need to click on the plus, find the picture and load it. When it's off, it's a certain image. When it's on, it's my image. I don't think this was intended to put your profile picture in it, but you can design your own icons or stuff. You can also add an image anywhere, not just a button. So I'll add general image and I can select my image. So perhaps you could do something like this. For each musician, put an image. I don't know, use your imagination, or use it for actually something helpful like an icon or a symbol of some sort. Or if you're really narcissistic, you could like put it as a background for your whatever. Last but not least, Mixing Station has added support to Fairlight Live. If you're living under a rock and you haven't heard of it yet, it's a live mixing software from Blackmagic. And for now, with Mixing Station, you can only control monitors, so aux mixes. You can't actually change any EQ or compression or whatever, or even switch easily between auxes. You just go into the monitor. So that could be helpful if you're doing like a podcast or something and one specific person wants to control their own headphones. This is still in development. Even Fairlight Live is still in beta version, so don't expect Mixing Station version of that to be extremely stable, but it's there. It's really exciting that it's there. If you're still watching, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, click on the video on screen right now, and I'll see you there.